Judging by knowing Theron's team, I would say Theron will probably lead with his Mega Gengar and Sylveon, but knowing Theron's team, Theron has no issue against Mega Salamence, and
well, it's a pretty substandard team. I mean, like Rotom, Tyranitar, Salamence, Aegislash.
Theron has no issue with Among Us, Aegislash, Salamence and Rotom Wash, but he probably will face a little bit of issue with Excadrill and Tyranitar over here. And I'm curious what will Theron lead, and yeah, the match has begun.
Here we go!
There we go!
Good luck! Cheer for your favourite player over in Singapore, Australia. This time, they're on the last Singaporean player whose screen you see, and Matthew, our last string from Victoria.
And yes, Matthew leaded with Excadrill and Tyranitar over here, and we'll see Theron leading with Thunderous and Gengar.
Ooh, is that an attack-based Thunderous or more support-based?
It's a support-based Tyranitar based on the knowledge that I know about Theron's team, and we see a Sandstorm being set up by Tyranitar over here.
Straight out.
Yes.
So what do you expect to see from the Gengar step up? Like, he'll Mega Evolve immediately.
He will Mega Evolve immediately, knowing his first game. During on game 1 plan, usually he'll just Mega Evolve it straight away first, and yeah, so. And
interesting. You know, do you expect any switch outs from this exchange? Any particular bad Pokemon matchups here?
I expect Theron to switch out his Thunderous over here, and because Thunderous can't really do much stuff to Excadrill, but the best Thunderous can do is just to paralyze the Tyranitar over here, and we see a protect from Gengar without Mega Evolving.
No Mega Evolve.
And a Thunder Wave onto Tyranitar.
Good paralysis Tyranitar is going to help a lot. Again, Gengar and Thunderous is a Singaporean player.
And we see a Rock Slide coming off from Excadrill. And it do. And we see a Citrus from Thunderous.
Almost a full heal.
Oh, it's a paralysis.
Good paralysis there. That's going to hurt a lot.
But I would say Theron is still at a disadvantage over here because Excadrill could Earthquake, and while Matthew could just switch out his Tyranitar from there and just go for the Earthquake if he predicts Theron decided to go for the Mega Evolution. So, and Excadrill might go for the Rock Slide as well to damage Thunderous over here.
Iron Head.
And we see an Iron Head onto Gengar, and barely hanging on, and we see a Shadow Ball onto Excadrill. Hidden Power Ice, probably Hidden Power Ice onto Excadrill as well, but not quite enough to take it out. And we see a Rock Slide. Oh my god.
That is not a good position for Theron at all. No, we have 2 Pokemon down here.
Yes.
That is not favourable at all. This is still game 1. There's still plenty to go, and the game is not over. Don't forget, Tyranitar is paralyzed.
Yes.
Excadrill is almost KO'd.
And we see a Bishop coming up from
Bishop.
And the Rakion.
Rakion, here we go.
Yes.
That double KO is dangerous, but again, there's not a great deal. Unless Excadrill gets some lucky speed gains here, there's not much going to happen. This team will probably expect the KO there, and the Tyranitar may again do nothing the second time round.
Yes. And
RNG, it all comes down to RNG.
Bishop could go for a Sucker Punch on Excadrill. Yes. And he did went for the Sucker Punch and pick off Excadrill from there.
Good pick off. That's one less attack that he's going to have to deal with.
Yes. And yes, a Rock Slide. That's kind of weird. I kind of expect him to win for the.
Rock Slide's an old play. Gone for flinches maybe, or
maybe, but he could have go for a close combat to just pick for the KO on the Tyranitar over there.
Alright.
And we see an Aegislash. I would say Theron is still in a.
Playing it very safe. Another Rock Slide.
And another Rock. Yes, another Rock Slide. And
going for another flinch.
And we see a knockoff. And they pick off that Aegislash.
It's been more than a knockoff. Right. Solid play from Theron there.
And from then, Theron is able to reveal that AG Slash has a life orb and a flinch from Tyranta as well.
So that was a good carry and a download as well. So
Yes.
solid play from Theron there.
And we see Salamence. Oh my god, we see an Intimidate triggered off from Salamence, and it's gonna trigger Defiant from Bishop as well.
Yeah, this is very, very favorable.
Yes,
Huge attack raise for Theron there. Very, very useful given his style.
yes. And Theron is probably gonna go for another Rock Slide onto Tyranitar, and
Try and keep the flinch game strong.
yes, and currently Terrakion is still faster than Salamence because Salamence is still not Mega Evolved yet. So he could safely go for a Rock Slide and maybe pick off the kill with Bishop using Iron Head onto Tyranitar.
Now comes the Mega Evolve.
And we see Salamence emerges from the sphere after Mega Evolution.
Now what?
And we
Goes
see a
for
Protect.
Gonna try and bait some hits out.
Yes.
Has Theron
And
avoid the bait?
Sucker Punch. Oh
And
no!
it failed.
Oh.
Flinch would be
Is it gonna
good.
flinch? Is it gonna flinch? Yes, it
Oh, he got
flinched!
the flinch.
Oh,
Good.
and Sandstorm subsided.
So unfortunately, while the Sucker Punch didn't get in, it's a very favorable position for Theron here.
Yes.
I mean, Tyranitar is paralyzed still and has been flinched. Not going to do much.
Yes. Let me see a Sucker Punch.
again.
Is it gonna pick up a KO? Is it? Yeah,
Not
no,
enough.
not quite
That was
enough.
a lot of damage, so...
Yes. Flamethrower onto Bishop.
Oh, that's
Oh.
not good. That's not good at all.
So is Rock Slide gonna pick up the KO on? Let me see a Rock Slide.
Let's do
Is
it.
it gonna enough to pick up the KO on the Salamence? Yes. Oh, Tyranitar hung on.
There goes the Salamence, but Tyranitar is still there. It's
Yes.
1v1.
And a Rock Slide from
Rock Slide,
Tyranitar.
will it take out the... No, it won't take it out.
No, it won't take out. And
At this
Theron
point in
got.
time, Theron's looking to take game one.
Yes.
It's not over yet, but it's very, very much in his favor. So much rock slides though. Holy
Yes.
moly. And that's it. He's taking the
Forfeit.
forfeit.
Theron
Round of
took
applause.
game one.
Good first game.
Yes, pretty
Very, very
good.
good first game. So, get rid of that. So that was a good first game from Theron. They're taking the first
Yes,
game for
very good.
grand finals. I'm going to tag out for the second game to let another pro commentator and myself. So you guys can enjoy the second game. Don't forget, Matthew's going to win this to go for the reset. So have fun, guys. I'm going to let back in our mate from before. I'll still be on the side there putting in my part in the background. So sit tight, guys.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Hi, Luke.
Hey Eugene.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, we saw a really interesting first game, I think.
Yes.
I think all the flinches on T-Tar really didn't matter at all. I think he just put himself into a really poor position with T-Tar. I'm not sure why Age Slash was brought. I'd question that.
That Tyranitar was basically useless.
Yeah, after he got Thunder Wave.
That was turn one Thunder Wave.
Yeah,
That was just like, well, now what do I do? Okay.
yeah.
Fine, she wasn't real, so picking up
Yeah,
top.
the first on Para might have mattered, but honestly, I think that if he played this a lot safer by bringing in Rotom Wash, I think Rotom Wash would be a brilliant Pokemon to have in this matchup, especially if it's a 123 speed stat Rotom Wash to outspeed Adam and Bishop with Will-O-Wisp. It'd have been a brilliant pick here. That and it can't be Thunder Waved, so I'm not 100% sure that he played this the right way. Would you agree, Eugene?
Yep, pretty. Yeah, I agree with it. And
What would you do, Eugene?
if I'm Theron, I would, knowing that he will lead with Tyranitar and Excadrill, I'll probably lead with maybe Mega Gengar and Sylveon, because that's Theron's standard lead, and it's quite a strong lead in my opinion.
I see. I see. That's not a bad lead, although it threatens the Iron Head and the flinch in return.
Game two, here we go.
I think I doubt. We'll see.
You see the game. Matthew led with Tyranitar and Salamence,
Different opener
and
than last
who's
time.
Theron's gonna lead is still Thunderous and Gengar.
Yeah, we see the Thunderous King out lead again. I mean,
We're in the same place last time and go for that turn one
Yes.
Thunder Wave and try and lock that Tyranitar
Yes.
down. Mega Gengar chose not to Mega Evolve previous game.
And Intimidate is pretty much useless over here because both Pokemon are special attackers.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the Intimidate's not really going to apply. It doesn't seem that he brought the Rotom or the Excadrill out to lead, meaning that Thunder's got free reign here to Thunder Wave. As he would know from preview, that's for a Mega Salamence, as was Aaron Zhang's take on the the Sand team.
And
choice on match part with his opening line. Maybe he was expecting the Theron to be different.
yes,
Yeah.
and we have to take note over here that Theron did not Mega Evolve his Gengar over here, so he probably still hiding his Mega Gengar. And we see a Mega Evolution from Gengar.
Gengar goes for the protect. So now we gotta remember, these Pokemon are locked in. Thundurus gives a Thunder Wave. Does it take the bait? No, brilliant play. He does not take the Mega Salaman's bait. Bait. Tyranitar gets a
that was unfortunate.
yeah. Thundurus wreaks its ugly head.
Last time he took the Gengar supply, this time around.
Yeah.
Tyranitar is paralyzed, all of full health, so this puts while the Pokemon may necessarily be in Matt's favor, the situation is very much in Theron's favor.
See,
at this point in time.
He can't just Earthquake Mega Gengar either, because you gotta remember
Because he has a Tyranitar next to him, and the only way for him to set off the Earthquake is to just safely, without damaging his own Pokemon, is just to swap his Tyranitar out for Salamence, or maybe Rotom Wash if he has it at his back.
Yeah. I think the Shadow Tag from Gengar is a pretty big deal here. He can't switch out an Earthquake to get rid of the Mega Gengar, and I think Rock Slide's pretty obvious here from Matt. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the Thunder switch out here.
Yep.
Oh, Excadrill goes for the protect.
And yes, we see a protect from Excadrill.
Oh, Gengar goes for the Icy Wind. Mega Gengar with Icy Wind.
Oh my god, just another paralysis.
Useless.
Yeah, the Tyranitar's becoming useless.
It's a damage sponge.
Yeah. The whole idea of the hacks concept is becoming a real reality here, and the Thunder Wave being twice. He's probably going for the Rock Slides at this point. He's missed 2 now because of the paras. Remembering also, the T-Tar hasn't locked a move yet because it actually hasn't got to move.
Yep, and yep.
Again, guys, bottom player is Singapore, top player is Australia.
Well, Theron on the bottom with Mega Gengar, and Matt Rowe with the Excadrill Tyranitar, who don't seem to want to move very much.
Yeah, there's been no switching, no nothing.
Gengar wants to protect.
See a protect.
Trying to bait a move out here.
Excadrill goes to the Iron Head, trying to remove it.
He went for Iron Head, and we see a hidden power from
Let's
Thundurus.
see. Tyranitar gets another full para.
This is an amazing Thunder Wave.
That was unfortunate.
I really want that Thundurus in game at the moment. Yeah, it's pretty good, guys. Just paralyzing and causing his Tyranitar not to move.
We'll try and interview both the players after the match as well, so stick around when the final ends. Please don't go anywhere. We're going to run exhibition matches too.
Yeah, I think at this point, Excadrill's probably going to lock Rock Slide, or not lock, sorry, just Rock Slide, and try and get a flinch or do big damage here to the Thundurus and Gengar. Ironhead's not going to carry Gengar from this range. We see a switch out here from Gengar.
Switching out here.
Bioshock.
We see a Bioshock over here.
So that Bioshock was incredibly deadly in the previous
A
game.
taunt from Thundurus onto Excadrill.
Excadrill goes for
I have no
Rock Slide.
Anyway, so maybe not so worthwhile.
See, if Thundurus gets knocked out here, it's actually really beneficial here for Theron, because he can bring in the Mega Gengar with its ability Shadow Tag, and Excadrill taunted and gets Sucker Punch. T-Tar gets it up. Oh! That's a although it missed, it probably might end up better here, because he can't get in Gengar to keep Excadrill in to be Sucker Punched.
And Tyranitar has the option to switch out right now since Mega Gengar is gone without that Shadow Tag.
Apparently it's a 1 in 64 chance of having 3 powers in a row.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very lucky for Theron.
Yeah. It missed Thundurus, but honestly, I think he would have been in a better position now that it has missed, for Matt's perspective. If Gengar could come back in, the Excadrill would just be gone to a Life Orb Sucker Punch.
Yeah, exactly. So it's effectively, in a way,
It did him a favor, honestly.
buys Matt a turn to try and
Regain
damage the Bioshock as well.
Yeah.
So
Bioshock gets a Sucker Punch. You see, Matt doesn't switch out here. And Excadrill goes down, as I said.
Gone. It's gone.
Excadrill is down.
It's not over yet, though. It's only the first Pokemon down.
Yeah.
Now we see a Thunderbolt. It's not going to do much with the
Tyranitar gets the Rock Slide. Bioshock avoids.
Bioshock punches.
It's going to do some decent damage to Thundurus.
Thundurus goes at least, but that's going to be a free tag for Mega Gengar.
Yep.
Mega Gengar's going to come back in.
Yes.
That's going to trap whoever's there. The Sandstorm ends, which is a pretty big deal.
Stop, by the way.
It's Luke again, by the way, on the mic. Or the dog for dinner. You can find me at Twitter, boys. DogVGC. Nah, just kidding.
Hey,
Yeah, get that free. No, I'm joking.
them shoutouts.
Them shoutouts. No, it's okay.
Okay, so which Pokemon was that? Pokemon in from each?
NBC, Mega Gengar,
Gengar comes
sends
in.
back in onto the field.
Rotom. So Rotom
And a Rotom.
Yeah. So the prediction that we made saying that the Rotom would be a good pick here, he seems to have taken it, and the Rotom's coming back. It's really interesting here because Rotom can outspeed that Bisharp if he's got enough speed investment to do so.
Yes, and if it doesn't, Bishop is just gonna knock off Rotom's Citrus Berry over there.
Of
Yeah.
course,
And-
lock down the heal, and that'll be kind of it.
Yes, and Theron could go for a double target onto Rotom to pick up the KO over there as well. Because Theron don't really have to worry about that Tyranta over there
Yeah.
because it's being paralyzed and he can't really do much stuff.
Yeah, the
Trying to
Bisharp.
bait
Obviously, a
here.
protect.
Has it worked?
Gengar goes for a Sludge Bomb.
The Sludge Bomb, he's probably gonna fish some chip damage over there, and the
Yeah.
Citrus Berry.
It's not going to be enough though. A second one will kill him.
Going with. Well played. Well played.
A Rock Slide.
Slide. It's not going to be enough though. It's not going to do much.
That does good damage. It does light damage to Gengar.
God.
So now we're gonna find out. Sludge Bomb will knock out Rotom from here. That's an issue, and it might protect.
Yes.
Oh, it doesn't protect. Does not protect.
Expecting another
Sludge Bomb
Rock
from
Slide here as
Gengar
well.
again.
Oh,
Oh!
that's very crucial.
At least he got a hit out with it though. I thought it was
Wait,
a
wait.
turn, but it's
It's
survived.
very crucial to live here. If Tyranitar lives here,
He's gonna pick up the kill.
he's got the
Is he
flinch
gonna-
chance here though. But this Tyranitar, is he gonna flinch?
Is he gonna flinch?
Tyranitar gets the Rock Slide. He goes through the Rock Slide.
Gengar will fall. Yes, a Bioshock will take damage, but it won't be enough.
Oh!
We're getting there.
Tyranitar gets together and he gets the move off. Rotom goes down.
Rotom is down. Tyranta is just left with a small bit of health over there.
In terms of momentum, this could be a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah. That's going to be a free switching for both parties. So
The issue is it's Salamence in the back,
Yes.
but the burn. So
Tyranitar and Bioshock both almost gone as well. So here comes Terrakion. We've got Salamence in the other team.
what we're looking at here, effectively,
Salamence have to protect this turn to avoid the Rock Slide because it's still not Mega Evolved, and yes, Terrakion still has
No
some
choice,
with
it's
the
dropped in
Defiant
Intimidate, which means
boost.
Bishop is on point now. He's burnt, but he's
There's two Pokemon down on both sides. We have a burnt Bioshock and a paralyzed Tyranitar, both almost dead. So it's really going to come down to Terrakion versus Salamence.
also the fact is that this is pretty much going to come down to whether Salamence can take a Rock Slide and a Sucker Punch, both at -1 when you're considering the burn and the Intimidate.
Intimidate, yes.
Protect
So
for-
he's going to protect.
He's got protect.
He's doing this to make sure that he outspeeds the Terrakion with a Hyper Voice. Bisharp protects. It's a pretty safe play in case the Rock Slide misses.
a Rock Slide, is it gonna hit it?
Take out Tyranitar though.
The rock slide. No, he doesn't.
Tyranitar down.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I know you guys can barely hear me. I'm really just the third commentator on the side.
So we know that Salamence both has Hyper Voice and Double Edge here. So as long as we don't see any critical hits here, this should really be Matt's game. A critical hit Rock Slide, I think a Sucker Punch and a Rock Slide. I think a Sucker Punch we need a crit. One or both we need a crit.
We see a hyper.
We don't see a Sucker Punch.
The voice gets some good damage in there.
We
I did 90 on the Terrakion, so that'll
we-
be enough.
What do you got? Can it take out our man in one shot?
Rock Slide.
Negative.
The rock slide.
It's a critical hit.
It's not gonna be enough.
Oh, yes, he can.
Oh!
Yeah, this game just goes on. It's really interesting. We didn't see a Sucker Punch there. I'm honestly shocked we didn't see a Sucker
The
Punch.
voice. Oh, wow. What a recovery.
That is that, so
Matthew has come back to win a second
Australia
game.
takes game number 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is going to be a final match, a third match, which is what you want to see. So,
So we can see that he made the changes in Rotom. Rotom became pretty crucial there when it lived the Sludge Bomb. Able to get that burn off on Bisharp was a pretty big deal.
Yes, a really big deal over there.
And we noted,
And-
I think it was faster than Bisharp too, wasn't it?
Yes, it
It was, so we can confirm it's faster.
so we're going to a game 3 here, guys.
Yeah. I didn't understand so much the no Sucker Punch play. I think that he might, as Level 51 suggests in the chat, he might be protecting,
He probably predicted
or maybe a physical.
another protect to avoid the Sucker Punch, but that didn't really matter because the Ron's Terrakion is focus session.
Yeah, and also they were both in -1, so he needed critical hits in order to win that
Again,
game.
do you expect any team
All
changes here?
comes down to this.
Or same Pokemon as before.
I think a Moongus could be brought here. I think a Moongus could be a pretty big role here if it's brought, because I think it can redirect the Thunder Wave. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Tyranitar and Moongus lead. It wouldn't shock me at all, but I think that he might stick to the thing. He might stick to the Pokemon he's brought. What do you think, Eugene?
Come to think of it, Theron leaded with Thundurus and Gengar for 2 games. He probably will change his lead. He might go for Mega Kangaskhan over here, but although probably Mega Kangaskhan doesn't really have much use over here. Now we see the match commence.
Game 3, 2015 Pokemon video game.
And we see Matthew still leading with the same Pokemon.
Same opening team again.
See the Gengar Thunders again.
It's still Gengar and Thundurus over here.
I'm a little surprised to see this again, to be quite honest. I would, if I had to make a prediction this turn, I think that he's not going to let Tyranitar get Thunder Wave. He saw firsthand as Tyranitar getting Thunder Wave, it was just getting parried and it wasn't able to move.
Tyranitar's been useless for 2 games in a row now.
Yeah,
There's no way Matt's going to happen a 3rd time in a row.
So I think he's going to switch straight out into Rotom Wash here to take the Thunder Wave.
While Gengar is still not Mega Evolved.
It makes you wonder if Thundurus is even going to do the Thunder Wave this time around.
Yeah, I think that he might
He may
predict
try and
into
out-predict it.
Yeah.
Go for the outread.
That's a very good point.
The stubborn leads.
Yeah.
Very true.
Oh, we don't see any switch
Mega
out.
Evolved.
Mega Evolved this time.
The run over here.
I think we'll see a Protect from Gengar here for sure. Let's go to Thunder Wave.
Wave onto Tyranitar again.
Wow, the exact same thing 3 games in a row.
Yeah, it's
So
good.
what's Excadrill gonna do?
Goal.
It's gonna rock slide.
This is going to hurt.
Now, if Tyranitar moves here, this could just be the game on turn 1. If Tyranitar moves.
Citrus Berry.
Tyranitar moves. He gets.
He's just committed. He's just like, nah, I'm just going to go for the That is
my God! That was unfortunate.
Sandstorm range, and that's a huge,
This is disastrous for Team Singapore here.
Yeah.
It's a gone Thundurus. Gengar's on last legs.
As early as it is in the game, that's pretty much it's almost the game in 1 turn. Honestly, the Excadrill not hampered by any speed control, able to get this.
Well, it's not over yet, but
It's not over yet.
Considering
still
that,
puts Theron on very much the defensive role here.
have we seen the Focus Sash on Excadrill?
I believe Excadrill is Focus Sash.
With Excadrill having the Focus Sash here, when he Earthquakes and matches the Teraki, oh, he can't switch.
And
So when he
Aegislash is already holding a life orb as reviewed on the first game.
yeah, so we know the Taraki's got a Focus Sash, and we can think that the Earthquake might come out here because the Tyranitar's fairly useless in the position it's in. But he might just Rock Slide. It is a little risky though, missing the KO on Gengar.
Yeah, he's so close to fainting.
Yeah.
You want to capitalize on it. It's a Mega Gengar. It's not exactly like it's
Yeah.
just a guy sitting around. It's a very threatening Pokemon.
We'll see what Excadrill goes for. Protect's probably the safest.
Yeah, Protect from
Protect for the Terrakion.
So we'll see what Excadrill decides to go for. Excadrill goes to the Earthquake, like predicted.
Gengar, who has lost the Levitate, now the Shadow Tag, that's going to take him out.
Oh,
That's 2-4.
2-0 in Matt's favour.
See, interestingly, it would have been more convenient here for Matt if the Tyranitar had gone down, because then he would have been able to get a free switch into Salamence to apply more pressure.
Big comeback now.
Now we see a Bishop over here.
Bishop and Terrakion all that's left on Theron's team here. It's not over yet. They're still both at 12. Strong.
Although the Earthquake will outspeed, and we know the Excadrill's got a Focus Sash.
A bit of Protect from Bishop this time.
There's the Earthquake as predicted.
Okay, so we got a really good play here by Theron. He's going to try and close combat. We're going to see a close combat probably come out here on the Excadrill in order to put it in Sucker Punch range.
Down his Terrakion to 1 HP, and he was rocking a Focus Sash.
Focus Sash, not enough. There's close combat.
Close combat onto Excadrill. And we see Excadrill hung on with Focus Sash.
Focus Sash.
Also rocking a Focus Sash.
So,
Huge turn.
maybe how the game can change in just a bit. It's not over yet.
I think that might just about do it, to be honest. Because he needs to just bring in Salamence here and double protect with both Pokemon, and that kind of seals up the game.
Yes.
Because Bishop does not have the Focus Sash item, as we've just seen it on the Terrakion.
Matthew has that Salamence up his sleeve. He does. He chooses to bring it out, hitting the Intimidate, taking a huge risk. Bishop is defiant.
I don't think it's possible for Thero to come back from this, to be quite honest.
It's really hard. He shouldn't have
Sometimes
second
RNG
skill.
attacks can miss, you never know.
Yes.
So it's a very unfavorable position.
Yes.
The issue is,
Extra needs to bank +1 Pokemon extra.
I think he's just going to go for the safe double protect here, and then Hyper Voice Earthquake, and there's not much he can really do about it. Yeah, as J-Rank says, the Flamethrower does threaten the KO, and that's probably a more likely play.
Here it is.
And to see a Mega Evolution from
Mega
Salamence.
Championship. Mega Salamence, Mega Evolve.
And there's Protect 1.
Excadrill went for
Is he
Protect.
gonna protect from the Terrakion as well?
And Protect as well. Double Protect is protected.
Yeah, we get the double protect as predicted, and there's not much he's going to do here.
Bishop uses the Sucker Punch and a Rock Slide.
Guaranteed there's no
So-
attacks.
What's likely to occur here is, this is probably going to be, I think this is the last turn of Sandstorm. So we're going to see a double protect here, I think, from Theron in order to burn the last Sandstorm turn and let Terrakion outspeed Excadrill.
There's only so much they can do to Protect, though. They will eventually fail.
Yeah. But at this point, I think he really needs a Sucker Punch critical hit in order to win. Yeah, Quick Attack Terrakion would be very useful here.
It's not over till it's over, though, so there's the
Alright,
Protect.
this time
Yeah, we're going to see a double protect.
Bishop also have Protect. Bishop
Yeah, we
does
go.
have Protect.
So likewise, good prediction, double Protect there.
This turn. Excadrill uses the Earthquake
Yes, we see Theron is trying to stall out the Sandstorm.
and a Hyper Voice.
So is it stall?
And
Sandstorm is over.
So good stall from Theron
Excadrill
there.
now.
So the issue is, I still think Bioshock needs to get a Sucker Punch critical hit here in order to KO Mega Salamence.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
If he doesn't get the critical hit here, he's in a lot of trouble.
Well, it's all down to RNG in the end, so
Yeah, there's not much he can do, especially if the last Pokemon's Rotom Wash.
yes.
Now, if we assume that Excadrill was running Sand Rush,
A lot of mind games going on here. Such a
Yeah.
big risk.
he's not
Also
as
deciding
fast
both-
as he was previous.
Trying to decide what moves to play. Excadrill's no longer double speed.
That's correct. Yeah, Mence needs to be
Bishop
correct.
uses the Sucker Punch.
Is it gonna
Gets
creep?
in on
And
the
Sucker Punch?
Salamence. Takes him.
He takes it.
Oh,
that's-
Is it enough?
Alright, that seals up the game. Well played.
Alright, we got a Hyper Voice right back at you. Takes out the Terrakion. Takes Bishop down.
Oh dear.
Just
So go for a miss here.
It's all on
Maybe
Bishop
it's
now.
guaranteed.
We're going to see
Excadrill went, set up the Earthquake and sealed the game.
Matt Rowe is the Australian National Pokemon Champion.
Wow, what a game.